It's Jen with the Flowering Farmhouse, and today I am going to show you how to get your dahlias out of the ground. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your pair of loppers and you are going to want to cut your plant down. You want to leave about 6 inches of the tuber stem. So what I'm going to do here is I am just going to come through and I am going to cut these stems out here. And I'm going to clear them as I go, making sure that I don't take down any other dahlias as I work here. And so I'm just going to clip through here. Some people like to finish harvesting their flowers before they take these out. I went through and already harvested all the flowers that I wanted. So I'm going to clear out the space here. And then I'm going to grab my pitchfork. And it's really important to use a pitchfork instead of a shovel for this process. Dahlia tubers are very fragile, and even with a pitchfork you can still damage your dahlia tubers. So knowing that dahlia tubers can grow quite large and expand in the ground, I'm going to give myself plenty of space. So I'm going to step back about 12 inches from the plant and push the pitchfork down, and I'm just going to slowly loosen the soil here until I can feel it start moving. And then I'm actually going to move the pitchfork again. And what I'm doing is gently working this out of the soil so that I don't damage the tuber. My tubers all started as single tubers this year, and it's kind of like Christmas morning as you pull them out of the ground and finding what you have. So once I start to get it like this, I'm going to bend down here and I'm going to loosen up some of this soil. And if it's not quite ready to come out, I'm going to use the pitchfork again. And now, putting my hands around all of the stems, I'm going to pull this out of the ground, gently shake this off, move the pitchfork out of the way, and then I'm going to lightly, being careful not to damage any of the tubers, brush some of this dirt off of here. And this dahlia is called a white bridezilla, and you can see that I accidentally just even knocked off a small tuber there. But I am just lightly dusting this off, and I can already tell that I have a gorgeous clump of dahlia tubers here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be lightly cleaning this off, and then I'm going to put this in my garage in a crate, and I'm going to let this dry out for 2 days, making sure that all the water drains out before I move on to the next step. So as I brush this off, I'm also going to turn it upside down, and you'll see that there is some water that leaks out of the stems and some of the dirt loosens. You don't have to get all the dirt off at this point, but I can tell you just by looking at here, my one tuber has turned into at least 10 to 20 really healthy, good looking, viable tubers for next year. So stay tuned, and in the next step we will go over washing your dahlia tubers to prepare them for winter.